Hi, welcome back.
Hi,
Joe,
everybody.
Tom. So every once in a while, we're going to ask Tom to just tell us a story.
So climb up on my knee and let me tell you a little story. So,
I mean, people just tuned out right there. Click.
This is the pancake.
Go ahead.
Okay. So when I was a kid, I'm sure people have experiences like this. We used to swim in this pond that had a big dock that was set out there.
Like a swim platform
Yes.
out in the pond.
Yes, a swim platform.
Right.
And all the older kids, the thing to do would you dive under and swim under the platform to the other side.
Underneath, like the big nasty green things that were under there.
Yes. And I was the little kid, and I got to admit, I was what you called in the day husky. I used to buy the husky pants. We used to go to the store, my mother would say, "Oh no, we've got to go to the husky section."
Okay.
So I'm setting the stage.
Okay, so you're husky.
I wasn't a svelte swimmer. Oh, let's put it that way.
Okay.
And, it was a big thing to be able to swim from one side of the dock to the other underwater, because if you don't get there, you're toast. It's scary under there. You could drown.
Especially being husky. I don't know. Okay,
It's all flashing back to me.
So what's your point? You get the fat kid swimming under the thing. Where are we going here?
I'm just saying, it was scary. And I finally got the courage. I think I was maybe being called a couple of names. But I got the courage, and I dove in, and I swam as hard, and I was kicking those chubby legs and swimming and holding my breath and get to the other side. And I came out, and it wasn't really that hard.
Right.
But
it was huge in your mind.
it was a big day.
And it was a huge obstacle that you had created a lot of it in your mind.
Yes.
But it was also an incredibly significant milestone once you did it.
Yes. And you couldn't screw up.
No.
No.
But, okay, so it actually was a big deal, even though it wasn't as hard. It actually was, because you could have hurt yourself significantly if you would have gotten stuck under there.
Exactly.
Being a buoyant husky kid like you were.
Yes. I could just read the paper. Husky boy drowns
under dock. So the point of the story is what?
There are going to be opportunities that you'll be faced with opportunities in your business career that you got to dive in and swim under the dock. It's going to be really hard, but you will perform. Mm-hmm. So even though you can calculate like crazy and say, I don't know if we'll be able to do this. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if, at some point you got to say, yes, we're going for it. It's going to change our business. And then you got to execute. You have to dive in and swim your little chubby legs off to the other side. Right. And you know what? You're going to be okay.
Because it can hurt you.
It can
hurt you, but you got to throw caution to the wind sometimes.
Absolutely. And there were, I think of several instances where if we screwed up, we would have been in dire straits.
Oh, yeah. Well, we actually, I think we shared one on an earlier video about fail fast, and recover gracefully. Mm-hmm. We were talking about the dog site that we could have spent years on building. Yeah. And another one that comes to mind is, it was actually huge and business changing for us, was we had the opportunity to go on a national direct selling television network. And they were telling us that we were going to sell something like 10,000 orders in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And we had made, how many?
We had made 5,000 in our entire career.
In our life, we had made 5,000 of these. And they told us that we were going to sell 10,000 in 10 minutes. And it was one of those times where we looked at each other, and our first inclination, so this is honest, our first inclination was, dude, there's no way.
Yeah, we're gonna screw this up.
Yeah, we can't do this. But instead, we cowboyed up, threw caution to the wind, and we did it, and we executed. And in fact, that particular one was really the milestone that set us on a trajectory of having success with Canvas on Demand.
And there were others of these opportunities that we didn't think twice about. You know, we knew that they were a risk. If we didn't execute, it could mean, you know, huge financial loss. It could put our business in jeopardy. But if we were going to grow the way we wanted to grow, we had to take these risks.
And so I think the point is that sometimes when the risk is big enough, or when the reward is big enough, it is absolutely worth taking the risks.
And then swim your chubby little legs off.
And you've turned out so handsome.
But
Bye bye.